Hello, everybody. Welcome to another weekend, another live stream. I feel like the camera's pretty zoomed in on me. I guess that is okay. Hope everyone's having a good week this week. It's funny. I knew that Worldcon was coming up. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I wouldn't have been able to make it this year. Just busy with the release of my book, kicking off everything there. But man, just seeing all the photos being posted, just seeing all the fun people are having. Just seems like a really good time. Plus the guests there, you got Brandon Sanderson, you got Martin, you got a bunch of other people. So it just looks like a really great time. I probably won't be able to make it next year either, just it being in California, some other travel plans around the same time next summer. But looking 2 years away, I am hoping that I can go to the Montreal one. I forget if that's official or not. I think it's pretty much official that it is in Montreal. Whether I'm not sure exactly where it is in the process, but if that's where it is, should be going. Me and my wife should be taking a trip up there, and that'll be a good fun time. There is one thing my next week's stream, I do want to try to get some information to kind of go over some of the stories that have come out of Worldcon news, whether it's award winners, some stories that have come out of there, whatever it is. I'd like to cover some of that stuff, but there is one thing I want to make mention of tonight. I can't find the post now, but apparently, so we have a panel there with George R. R. Martin and then Brandon Sanderson. I forget if anyone else was on this specific panel, but I saw that a fan got up and asked into the microphone when when the next book is going to be released by George R. R. Martin, and he said, well, actually he didn't ask when it was going to be released. He said, hey, you're getting old, your time's coming, you're probably going to die soon. Is Brandon going to take over it, with Brandon sitting right there? And I guess I'll say this right outright. Not an appropriate question to ask, right? Just very tactless, not good to ask. And it's not just unfair to George, who's there, but also to Brandon, right? Because he's sitting right there as well. And I believe, again, I'm not super familiar with Brandon's comments on, but I thought I saw somewhere where Brandon said that he wouldn't take it over anyway, just something that he either couldn't or wouldn't do. Regardless, Brandon's right there. He must have just felt just very odd in that moment, and I don't know the response from George Martin. I don't know everything that happened that took place, but what just that's a rough question to ask. Not probably the best time or place or even to ask it at all. So that I'm saying that right up front. I guess I probably could end there. Separate from this, I do have my own kind of personal feelings on what is it? What's his final book going to be called too? But the final two that he's writing, I want to say that nothing that hasn't been said before. I just think it is odd that it is just taking so long. And I know there's a lot of reasons. I know there's a lot of stuff he's had going on in life, and there's different projects. I get all that. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong that it's taken him this long, or that he should be taking this long. I don't really have a say in the fight here. I don't care either way. But obviously it has taken a long time for him to do it. And I can see the concern that fans have and the disappointment generally of, man, like, are we ever going to get this book? And it, especially if you kind of dive into Reddit a lot, which I'm on Reddit, but I'm not on Reddit, if that makes sense. Not a lot. And I feel like that it can get very disheartening, right? If that's like my thing is Lord of the Rings, right? And I like a lot of fantasy, but Lord of the Rings is what I love. That's what got me into fantasy. I can't get enough of Lord of the Rings. Well, I say that, but then there's the Rings of Power. I can't get enough of real Lord of the Rings. But that Game of Thrones, that is a lot of people's Lord of the Rings, right? That is their that's what brought them into fantasy. That is what, or if it didn't bring them into fantasy, it's created their passion. They've probably read it, maybe even a dozen times. Like who knows? But there are people where I can see, I can picture if, and to an extent, obviously a lot of Tolkien's works weren't completely finished, right? Like there was a lot of stuff that had to be kind of put together at the end of his life, but he had a lot of it written down, and maybe George does too. But I could see if for some reason, like, I wouldn't even use Tolkien example. I'll think of a more modern thing like Harry Potter. If for some reason, book 5 comes out, right? Or let's say book 6, where you really get into the Horcruxes and everything, and then all of a sudden, just book 7 just doesn't come out, and it's 10 years later. I know that I think I read the last Harry Potter book when did that come out? I must have been maybe 17 in high school, maybe 15 to 17, somewhere around there. And I would have been very upset at first, and then just kind of disheartened, right? Like, man, like, that's sad. I'm never going to be able to read this. I'm never going to be able. Sorry, I'm looking at all my screens if you get to look at the camera. I'm never going to be able to finish Harry's story. And that's extremely, sad and disappointing. Having said all that, that obviously is absolutely no excuse for getting up there and asking that question. And I wish I could have been there to just hear, or not hear, but feel the reaction of the crowd listening. Actually, I thought you read so much stuff online. I thought I read that there was a wave of boos that followed that question, which, good on them, I guess, for kind of destroying that question, putting it down. But I could be mistaken, though. But in either case, not a question to ask, not a good question. Even if you're sad or disappointed in the progress of it, we're all human, right? George is human. You might not like that it's taken him that long. Totally understandable. I think that's very valid, that you can be sad, disappointed, upset, whatever. But not a good time, not a good place, not a good setting. There probably isn't a good time, place, or setting unless you actually are friends with him, to be quite honest. Anywho, that was a lot there. Let me see. So I've showed this, I think, on my last live stream, but I'm about a third of the way through The Crimson Fire by Abel Montero. And he's going to be a part of something I'm going to be doing on my, pick up the book and read it. For sure. The Crimson Fire, Abel Montero. Anywho, if you haven't, I think I've mentioned this before, but I will be coming out with something interesting I want to do on my channel. I'll probably announce it next month but Abel's kind of involved, not as like a project we're working on together, but he's gonna kind of be a part of the beginning thing that I'm doing on my YouTube channel. And so I'm really excited about that. Again, I'm gonna kind of really start pushing that after my book releases September 19th. Breaking, I guess that's kind of the most important part. You can see Breaking. Where is it? This side? Breaking. Yeah, right here. So go ahead and pre-order Breaking, but we'll get to that in a minute. But so a lot of fun stuff coming up for that. Some really cool ideas I think will be good for just the book community, for myself personally, and I think a lot of people would find interest in it, what I'm going to be doing. So excited about that. Let's get to... excuse me. I always feel awake and alive when I get on here to do this, and then when I'm here, I'm just... the day hits me. It gets so tired. But let's... again, nothing that you haven't seen before, but... yeah, my website, again, pre-order Breaking. So this is where you go. This is where the magic happens. Go to pre-order Breaking, and boom, you have all these options. You got the audiobook. You can listen to the prologue if you want. You can purchase now. And actually, Ryan Lance, another fantasy author, kind of suggested what I'm going to do is incorporate the word count on here, because I don't have it on Amazon. I'm not going to be selling it through Amazon. I'm direct to customer, so I'm going to be kind of changing that up to put the information on here. But Anyway, here is my book. Feel free to pre-order. Would greatly love your support, and I think that you might even enjoy the book. So I just thought too we'd go over, because I kind of forget, my most recent videos if anyone's interested. I have some shorts that have done pretty well. 2.6k views, which is the highest I've had. Two with over 1,000, 859. But then also my normal videos are... I'm still trying to get used to how YouTube, just kind of pushes content. The shorts did pretty well. But then also with the long form content, like I think 2 days in a row, just like 0 views, right? So it's kind of weird to see like what gets pushed, what doesn't, at what times, and everything. But anyway, I do the weekly streams every week. I have the map making, August writing update. I have through chapter 2 audiobook up there, and I believe I'm gonna put chapter 3 up there. And then after that, I think that'll be it. After I post chapter 3, that'll be it. Chapter 3 is, I think every chapter, I want every chapter to be good, right, and exciting. But chapter 3, I think, is a good spot to just kind of give readers a chance to kind of listen through and really know if they want to buy the book or not. So that's where that lands. Yeah, I think that's just about it for my thoughts on the week. Again, next weekend I'll try to get some news from Worldcon, and even though I'm not there, just try to give my thoughts about it and everything. But yeah, I'm actually going to take a quick little break for a minute, and then I'll be right back. But then when I get back, I'm going to jump right into playing Lord of the Rings Online and see how far I can get tonight on it. So I will be right back. All right, and we are back. Unfortunately, might be some background noise from the air conditioning in my den area. It is extremely hot up here. Once it gets to a cool spot, I will turn off the AC, but it might be a little bit noise until then. But that's okay. So anyway, let's get into Lord of the Rings Online. We'll see how far we can get into this. Oh, actually, that was something that I meant to talk about. I did go see the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring extended in theaters on Wednesday night, I believe. So that was my kind of Worldcon celebration, if you will. And man, seeing that in theaters, I haven't seen it in theaters. It's obviously kind of re-shown several times, but I haven't gone to watch it in theaters since I was 9 years old, and I watched it for the first time. Let me get this real quick. So, oh man, what a great experience that was. there's something about the Lord of the Rings series in general, but also seeing the Fellowship of the Ring. I mean, I've probably seen, if I've seen the first one, I don't know, probably somewhere between 50 and 100 times. And I know that's such a broad number, but I watched it so much as a kid, I'm not quite sure. But let's just say I've watched it 50 times. I've probably watched the second one maybe like 30, and the last one maybe 20 times. I just kind of how it goes. But the first one, sometimes I'll watch that first one a few times before I finally watch the whole series. All three movies. Disregarding some of the changes from between the book and movie that I thought could have been better. Just absolute masterpieces, right? Still captures that Lord of the Rings feeling that you want, and Peter Jackson just did a great job. But every time I watch it, and it really stuck out to me even more this time, Boromir's story arc. And I like to see too, he comes into play too in the last two movies in some extended edition scenes, but his story of wanting to do good, wanting to fight against the evil, and just having that emotion while also having the pressure of his father over him, knowing that his brother kind of takes the back seat to him, right? And then he just wants to do his very best. And then he kind of succumbs to the temptation of wanting to take the ring from Frodo. And again, wanting in his own mind to use it for good, but having the limited foresight of what that would actually do, taking the ring. And then quickly realizing his fault in chasing Frodo away and scaring him and mistreating him. And then his redemption at the end at saving Merry and Pippin. And then his conversation with Aragorn at the end. It brings me to tears at the end of it every time. What a phenomenal story arc. And that whole movie is just fantastic. So went to the theaters. It was the extended edition. I'll be watching the Two Towers extended this coming week, and then the Return of the King. The following week. So a lot of big plans coming up for that. So that'll be very, very exciting just to watch in the theaters. And I have a really good setup here. I got an LG OLED. It's a big one. It's the 72 inch. I don't think it's 75. I think it's 72. I have a good setup here, but I don't know. Just felt good to go back into the theaters and just sit down on the big screen and watch it. And fantastic time. Anyway, let's get into. I believe the volume should be good. There we go. Let's get into Middle Earth here. And I've been meaning to. I'm just so busy. I haven't had the chance. So I'm meaning to, in the kind of the off time, get into this. And I had some questions, some spells that weren't able to be used for my lore master, but that's fine. We can kind of do it as we go. And again, I debated going back and forth, just doing the MSQ and then other side stuff, but then it takes a while, and I'm just gonna see where the journey takes me. I'm just gonna go have a fun time, enjoy myself. So what's this? We got open silver for free. I'll take all that. I don't really. Just a lot of stuff that pops up. I feel like when Lord of the Rings Online first came, it was so much more simple. So there's a lot being thrown at me, but getting the hang of it, I think. Ooh, deed bestowed. So there's a lot of deeds coming up. Remote quests. Oh, that is. There was. Remember last time? I think right before I logged off, there was a place I could go where I increased the difficulty. I'm gonna try to find that because that's definitely something I want to do. I don't think it was here.
Mind my words, traveler.
Yes. You have a desire to fashion goods to practice your ability to create things of substance. Yes, I can. I'm a master crafter. It is my recommendation that you visit my friend Gwaloth, overlooking Cullendim, where your useful and comely goods and fashion. Go up the hill. Let's do some crafting stuff. Sounds good to me. Where around here was that, where I could increase the difficulty? Was it down here? Maybe? Let's find out. Oop, boom, boom. Huh! Big fall. Alright, let's see. Think it might have been him. Nope, that is not him. Right here, maybe? Yes, here we go. So, available quest, difficulty 1, adventurous, interactions. Okay. What's that? Tokens of heroism. From your battles across, I shall see to that you're rewarded in kind. This repeatable quest that you never completed. Increase your reputation with the path of valor. Might as well accept that, right? No harm in that. Okay. Difficulty adventurous. I've watched those. Alright, type solo.
Would you do something for me?
Okay. Oh, okay, that's just the type of quest. Okay, gotcha.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I watch those who stride the roads of Middle Earth in search of challenge and adventure, and you seem just the sort. Indeed, there are some who prefer even greater challenges to overcome, and I can assist you with this. Should you accept my boon, you will find your enemies on the roads and fields of Middle Earth becoming stronger and more dangerous in your quest for glory. Is this what you desire? Completing this quest will make the game significantly more difficult. Completing this quest before level 11 will begin deeds that can be completed by achieving levels 50 and 130 without reduce. Okay. Why do I feel like, is it late or is this a very confusing sentence? Completing this quest before level 11. Okay, if I complete before level 11, it'll begin deeds that can be completed by achieving levels 50s and 130 without reducing your difficulty back to normal. This is a repeatable quest. I don't understand. I must be like brain dead tonight or something. Without reducing your difficulty 3 fearless.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Adventurous. Let's go to my quest log. Special adventurous. It's a repeatable quest.
How can I be of service?
Completing this quest will increase the difficulty of enemies on landscape and missions. Warning, completing this quest will permanently prevent completion of the fearless difficulty titled deeds. Alright, well, what's the fearless one?
Greetings.
What if I get rid of that one? How do I... What's fearless?
Might I take a moment of your time?
Sounds if I accept the fearless one.
Would you do something for me?
Let's just see if I go to
How
that.
can I be of service?
Which takes this. Can I do the other ones? All right, I don't want to like mess this up. Let me pull out trusty Google here. I guess I could do chat, but I'll just do Google. Okay. Lord of the Rings Online. Can I change difficulty after starting? Yes, you can change the landscape after starting a character, including going back to normal. The difficulty system allows you to adjust the difficulty level, which affects challenge, blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's see this. Let's see if this person knows what they're talking about.
Was a total no-brainer.
Because I just don't want to do it, and then I don't want it to just
Talk to him,
kick me out
you
from
can see
before.
all of these
Alright.
difficulty settings that you can change the landscape to. This changes
Yes.
the difficulty by essentially nerfing your character, and any mobs that you fight will be buffed against you. You can essentially think of the default settings as difficulty 0, and it's just the normal Lotro that we all know and love, but you can go up to difficulty 1, which they call adventurous now, then difficulty 2 will be called daring, and difficulty 3 is where it
Okay.
starts with fearless, and fearless can go up to fearless plus 3 at difficulty 6, and then finally tier 7 will be heroic, tier 9 is heroic plus 2, and that is the max difficulty in the system. The landscape Magic difficulty can of course go
Okay.
up quite a bit if you do choose tier 9, but we'll have more on that in a moment. And as it does point out here in the notes, if you run group content for 3+ players, it will automatically turn off, so you can't run into like a 3-man instance, 6-man instance, and so on, and actually have this applied. Also, it will not stack on top of the delving system, so if you are running a delving mission at the level cap, this will not work on top of that. Now, it doesn't really talk about it too much in these notes, but the current way it works on the legendary servers is you do get a tiny boost to virtue XP and character XP if you do play with the system on. That said, what they do talk about is the title. So if you activate difficulty 3, tier 3, or higher, and keep it there from level 10, you have to have this started at level 10 or earlier. If you keep it at
Okay, here we go.
what they do talk about is the title. So if you activate difficulty 3, tier 3, or higher, and keep it there from level 10, you have to have this started at level 10 or earlier. If you keep it at that from level 10 to 50 and to level 130, you can have the opportunity to get a couple titles from that. So there's a title for doing that to level 50 and a title for doing that to level 130, and these titles will unlock account-wide. So if you already have characters that are way past this at the level cap, etc.,
So there are titles available for activating a difficulty of 3 or higher. Okay.
you can actually get these titles on those characters by doing it on a different new character that starts the system level 10 or prior. On top of that, if you do play tier 3 plus, which is Fearless starts at tier 3, you might get tokens of valor to drop from enemies. Now, tokens of valor can be turned in for various things. It's not really fully implemented in the beta as far as I can tell, so I can't fully check that out. But they do point out that you will be able to barter for a small set of reputation accelerators for these, as well as morale and power potions. Now, what they do have in the beta is these epic variations of familiar emotes. I try again, and these are epic, kind of hard to see. Only drop for up to 3 members on any one mob, but if you're on tier 7 plus, it can drop for is terribly geared, and what can go wrong? Just boars and bandits. It's like we're back in Breland, but let's check this out. Actually do very little damage. I noticed that on a single ability. I don't think my good old backpedal strategy is going to work.
Alright, I'm just going to go into this assuming that I can increase the difficulty later as well. So what I do, difficulty 4, Fearless +1. I guess we might as well, right? I don't get a warning that I'm not going to miss out on anything, so let's do it. Your road ahead has become more dangerous. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, yep, so I can... Okay, so I can change as much as I want.
Would you do something for me?
Quest before... Okay, so... Maybe we do... What, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I thought I did do...
Stay a moment.
Okay, here we go. With Fearless difficulty active, you and up to 2 other Fellowship members who are at... can earn tokens of heroism. Up to 3 Fearless.
Greetings.
Your road ahead becomes more dangerous. Okay, so... I assume that I'm in difficulty. Let's see. Deed bestowed. Disciple of Scrolls. Okay. Chief 50th level playing through on Fearless. And how do I check my difficulty? Again, I don't want to waste more time doing that, so let me just check real quick. Rings Online. How do I check current difficulty? To check the current landscape difficulty and lower the ranks, you can interact with the Hardened Traveler. Automatically deactivate. Once you've chosen difficulty, you can open your character panel. See an icon indicating the current landscape. Well, let's see if that is true or not. Alright, let's see. So if I go to my character panel... I don't see the difficulty. The war, okay, that's, I don't know what that is. Well, reputation, biography, hobby, title, house, skills. Yeah, I don't see. Am I missing something? Show all. Enhance character. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Log. Yeah, I'm not seeing where there is actually showing me the difficulty. Oh, I got 3 points available. And trace wizard sigils damage. Map pro, map incoming damage. What one should I do? Improve your pet's damage and attack speed. I kind of want them to be... Oh, I feel like they're going to be taking the brunt of my attacks. I should probably have them be more defense than anything. What is this? Inner Flame. Learn to call upon your inner flame, restoring your companion's morale as well as your own. Cool. Did I automatically learn that? Okay, yeah, it's down here. Okay, cool. What is this? Light of Hope. Man, they're just... By level 8, there's already just a lot of stuff going on here. Do I want to invest in any of these? Master of the Unseen. Learn to bend the unseen world. Tactical damage. Master of Fire. I don't see why I shouldn't get some fire damage in. Let's see over here, though. Psi Induction. Yeah, I don't really need that. Learn to summon Boglurkers and other guardian companions. I mean, I'm kind of happy with the bear right now. Arrive ready for combat. New pet spawn with a moral bubble. Magnitude. Master of Storms. Run the entry of storms. Lightning type damage. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm happy with that. Alright, anyway. Race. Trade configuration 1. Oh, I can, like... Do I select which ones I want to earn? This says earning. Okay, interesting. I wonder how I earn those things. Speed up your virtue experience. I'm not sure. Oh, which ones do I want? Resistance, physical mitigation, critical rating, agility, resistance, incoming healing, armor value, tactical mitigation, critical defense, tactical mastery, maximum morale, fate, physical mitigation, morale regen, vitality, evade, maximum power. Let me see. What is this called? Okay, yeah, power. Power regeneration. And which ones? Probably will goes into that. As Lore Master will increase your tactical mastery, critical rating, physical rating, tactical rating, resistance, and evade rating. Offense. Critical rating. And then tactical attacks, tactical outgoing healing. Tactical mastery increases damage you deal and healing done by you. Continues the magnitude of your melee, range, and tactical attacks. I assume tactical attacks means it's fate. Your max power and out of combat power regen. Okay, that's pretty good. Increase your tactical mastery, critical rating. So, something with power then. Zeal, 3 might, don't need that. Finesse, don't need that. 3 will. Maybe we do that one then. Yeah, maybe do wisdom. We'll do that. Alright. Now... Alright, now back to the difficulty. Why can I not find what the difficulty setting is at? Killing Gondolin, level 8. Oh, let me look this up again, because I should be seeing something. Let me see. Lord of the Rings Online. How can I check current difficulty setting? Check with the, yes, I did that. Track with MC, check the vital window. After accepting and completing the quest, the selective color will be displayed as an icon in your character's vitals window. Where's my vitals window? I guess this is it. But I don't see anything. Let me see. I need to check the current difficulty level. Well, I definitely want to make sure I am on the hard difficulty level. Is this it? This is really odd. I'm probably staring right at it. Let me see. If I go to skills, no, nothing there. Title, nothing there. Biography. All right, I could change my generation. Nice. Wallet, nothing. House wouldn't be hobby. Maybe reputation. The war. Death kills, highest audacity. And I don't know, that is really weird. There's the map, obviously. I don't know, I think we're just gonna have to... How happens if I do 9? Let's see what that's like.
How can I be of service?
Yeah, I bet the roads become more dangerous. Let's check that out. What's this quest down here? Oh, that's who I have selected. Okay. That was a repeatable quest. Alright, let's come up here. Defeat foul creatures in Thamgelar. I don't know if I want to read every single quest all the way through. I can get some highlights. Brothers have set cleansing the new place. The ruins west of Kellendon have become infested with foul creatures. Yeah, we'll go slay them. I'll obviously read all like the MSQs and some other maybe main side ones, but okay. So I must have enough money to upgrade my weapons if I want to, right? Weaponsmith, would he have a good staff to replace? Equipped, 5 to 6. Let me see. Oak staff. I don't need throwing axes. Okay, maybe not. That's alright. Alright, here we go. Okay, here's something down there I can... Let's see how this slimy slug, level 10. Let me see, I might die here. Let's see. Alright, and I can have my bear attack, right? I'll attack your currently selected targets. Go get them. Oh wow, I did die. You have been. Do you want to retreat from battle? You automatically retreat. I'll revive for free. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so it definitely did get tougher. Wondering. I'll probably try to keep that for a little bit, see how it goes. Ah, there's the. There we go. Virtue XP earned. Okay. Revive from defeat. You must gather your strength before you can attempt to revive yourself during battle again. Okay. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna see how far we can get because I like challenges, so we'll see how far we can get. I always have to refresh. Okay. Wizard Spark. Shocks your foe. Burning Embers. Staff Strike. That does the frost damage. Wizard's Frost. Wizard's Fire. Gust of wind. The skill has a chance to spread burning embers to nearby foes. Okay. Knowledge of cures multiple wounds, season points, or fears from an ally. Transfers morale to an ally or companion. Morale for both yourself and your companion. Okay. So what if I do that one? Okay, so I'll definitely let my bear then take on the brunt of attacks. But to use a defensive ability. You need a valid target. Okay. And what is this one down there? Guard mode. Alright, let's try this again. See how far we get. Oh, there's 2 slugs there. I don't really want aggro. Is there like a sprint on here? I don't see a sprint button. Do I? Huh, I guess my guy's running alright. And can I zoom out on my mini-map? Doesn't look like it. Masters, Hope 1. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's alright. Okay. Let's keep it going then. Is there anything down this way? Can I zoom in on Culloden? No, I can't. Okay. I have to deliver wood to Brigador. Brigador, there we go. Okay, little new area up here.
Greetings to you.
Once the master apprentice has welcomed you. Okay, profession. Cool. And brought in this. Way to go. Go me. Request for you, a dear friend. Deliver the wine cask. We might as well deliver the wine cask. I'm good for chores like that, I suppose. Alright. I don't really see the need to do a crafting yet, I guess. Although it might be good as I go. What kind of... What do woodworkers? What are craft tools? How can I get... Where am I? How do I get more... It's Taylor. Where do I actually start to get a profession? You don't currently have a craft. Seek out a master or mistress of apprentices. I don't see any of them around here. I see novices. Plenty of novices, no masters. That's alright. We'll have to figure it out later. What's this person doing? Alright. Alright, let's open up my quest log. Play summer scenes during the summer. Remove that task. Tokens of heroism. Arid Lewin, which is where we are. Yep, Arid Lewin. Alright, hallowed ground. Defeat foul creatures. Deliver the wine. Defeat veil flies surrounding Culloden. Prologue. Defeat Pampresh. Alright, yeah, we gotta go do that stuff. Okay. Alright, I think we are good. So let's keep going. We can do in defense of the forest, right? Defeat veil flies. That should be simple. Although we did just increase our difficulty, but we can try it out. Alright, that wasn't bad. I guess these level 6s ain't no match for me. Yeah, so we'll keep on the hardest difficulty. It looks like that we're leveling up pretty quickly here. And yeah, it should be good. I just gotta be a little bit careful, I guess. And what's the distance on this? Yeah, so the range is pretty good on that. And it's hard and high shrugs off attacks for a brief period. Use your personal skills to command your pet to use specific. That's the one where. Okay. Before it kept saying that and it wouldn't work, but I guess it works from time to time. I don't know. It's kind of odd. How do I do if I attack one by myself? Risky, risky. I'm gonna move this down here. It's just easier for me to do on my mouse. Spells like have like a weird like glitch thing. What if I did that one? Oh, wow, that brought over quite a bit. And I got a new deed. He bestowed. Use Light of Hope. How many times do I have to do it? This deed can be 600 times. Okay, so I got a long ways to go on some of these. All. And I think we are done with that quest, right? Yes. Cool. So let's go turn that quest in. And again, maybe fortunately or unfortunately, I'm definitely someone who likes to 100% everything when I play video games. But that's right. We'll just take our time getting through the game, and it'll be fun. Especially playing on the hardest difficulty setting. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited about it, though. There's gotta be a way to sprint on here, right? Active. Light armor. I don't really see. I guess this is kind of as fast as I can go. Reset. Oh, it's level 13. Okay. Nice little lighting effect there through the camera.
What do you need?
Ooh, nice. Better staff. Let's equip that bad boy. Nice. All right. And now, hallowed grounds. Through the mountains. Let's go over there. Okay, this looks... Okay, so we can actually kind of see on there where certain quests are. Okay, cool. Okay. The map looks different than what I remember last time I played, like when I was in high school. Getting used to the hotkeys too. I don't know if there's one for looting everything or not, so might take a little bit getting used to. Can I come up here? It's up here. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're going to want to be careful up here, I believe. Alright, defeats Blue Crag Defiler. What is this place? What is that? What is that? Howling Grey Wolf? Am I like automatically? Oh, I'm automatically targeted to him. Okay. Okay, there's really nothing up here that I see of use. What is this place? Dame Galar. Does it show up my map? It's like I discovered it. Okay, cool. Looks like it does. I think I probably get deeds too for discovering every single place, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Copper. So I see places where I can do that stuff, but I haven't been able to actually see where. There is something up there. Hallowed Ground. Which one's that? Defeat foul creatures in Thangalar. Oh, okay. So I guess I do have to go up there. Dang it. I guess I might have to fall and go around again. Ain't gonna work, is it? Nope. Ah, that's alright. We'll take the long way. Where's my pet? There he is. Alright, here we go. Defeat foul creatures in Thamgalar. Do they actually have titles of like foul in their name? Howling Grey Wolf. Let's just attack and see. Yeah, I guess it's just killing creatures here then. If I had to execute minors concepts of the target, like damage. There's their bulk. So I'll just have to remember to use those. There's just a lot going on. What is this? I have the right craft tool for that, of course. I gotta really get like my crafting thing together. Can't cast through the wall, dummy. Level 9. You must use your personal skills. I don't understand. Why can't I guess there's certain things that set it off, but I don't get what it would be. Okay, I'll have to It's just very weird. Alright, so I think that quest is done. Yes. Ooh, what's here? Place singles token upon the stone table. Token place. That was easy enough. Alright. What's up here? Need of a cask. Yeah, deliver the wine. How far away is that? It's not far. Let's go up that way. It's fun cruising around Middle Earth. I wonder what the, I haven't looked up anything on what the new Lord of the Rings MMO is going to be like. For that Amazon is making. Sorry, I kind of left my thought hanging there. So Amazon, they were making one a few years ago, but then it stopped, and now they're like making another one. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Oh, okay, I need to kill sentinels and defilers, so here we go. Attack. I'm telling you to attack. Thank you. Deed bestow. Defeat goblins in arid Lewin. How do I accelerate? I guess I just buy stuff, yeah. Ain't doing that. Ooh, a broken dagger. Nope, don't need that. Click into tasks. Trophies can be used. Sold to vendors for coin, okay. Attack. And attack well. You must use your personal skills. I don't understand that still. Come on. Why aren't you casting? Doesn't make any sense. Why was it not... Multiple visit points for from an ally. I'm gonna put that down here too. But why was I was clicking on that and then it wasn't working? That was weird. I bring my bear back. Hopefully he's not too mad at me. All right, here we go. Back at it. I discovered a new place yet? Yes. Lamel's Vineyard. To the Grey Havens. Alright, here we go. Let's keep it going. I gotta kill Pamprosh. Must be around here somewhere, right? Attack. Having a hard time running? Yeah, not luck. We all know about that. Age scrap of text. Used by apprentice scholars. Okay. Dang it. I guess there's just a long cooldown on that. Oh well. We'll retreat then. That's fine. I like the challenge. That is alright. What's down here? The Wrath of the Elves. I don't want to do that. What is that? Prologue, the Wrath of the Elves. Oh, okay. So, did I get up here then? Where am I? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go back down to Kellendam and see if I can actually get training for some crafting. So I would really like to do that. Yeah, what's the cooldown on this thing? Cooldown is... Oh, 1 minute, yeah. I don't really have any other healing stuff, so I just gotta be careful then. Attacks for brief period. I got pretty much everything there. Okay. Alright, let's see if there's some apprentice people down here then, so I can get a trade going on. Oh, they're all novices. Okay, I know what all those things are. What are craft tools? How can I get ingredients farming? Where are my recipes? How do I get more recipes? How do I open my crafting panel? I'm browse the shop. So I guess there's just nothing I can do then right now to... It's really weird. I guess that's alright. Alright, what's back here? Hollowed ground. Oh yeah, let me turn in these quests here. Master of Crafting Guilds. Maybe... Might have something there. There we go. Master. That could be something. Or not. Can I literally not interact with you? There we go. Yes, I am looking for a profession. Learn cook, learn farmer, learn forester, look jeweler, metalsmith, weaponsmith, woodworker. I feel like for a lore master, what would that be? Scholar would probably be good. I mean, I feel like, I guess we're making this decision. I should probably look up first to make sure that we are choosing the right one we want to, right? How many professions can I have? Lord of the Rings Online. 1 vocation, which comes with 3 professions. What? You can only join 1 crafting guild, for example. I don't know what that means. Professions. You can have 3 crafting professions per character. Okay. Crafting professions. Lord of the Rings Online. I don't really care to be a cook or farmer. Gathers and treats wood for the woodworker and boils. Looted hides for the tailor. Jeweler. Creation of a thing of beauty. Create rings, necklaces, tokens that were dread. Talesmen that enable lore master track special pets and rune stones eventually. So, might as well do a jeweler, right? Metalsmith. Don't need that. Prospector. Find ore for the metalsmith, weaponsmith, and jeweler. So maybe that then to kind of go with the jeweler. Scholar. Can produce a wide variety of scrolls, potions, dyes, and other use. So that's going to tend to show up as treasure for humanoid foes. Materials must be obtained from artifacts typically found by the farmer. I don't know. Like I would typically go with scholar, but scrolls, potions, dyes that scholar uses tend to show up as treasure from humanoids. Perhaps the most mysterious profession scholar collects fragments of lost lore and attempts to interpret these secrets. You can improve their chances of producing a superior product. Other practical, I don't know. Tailor. Eventually needs freedom to movement. Tailor can produce light and medium armor that protects the wearer, provide other bonuses. Weaponsmith. Axes and hatchets, main valleys, woodworker. Can you produce electric items? Alright, each percentage relates to every class. How would a class... Oh, okay, so... Wait, what? Burglar. Okay, so... Like for me, the lore master. Food, pet food. Tokens, brooches, talismans. Obviously quite a bit there, right? So I definitely want to do the jeweler. Scholar. Potions, battle scrolls, books, parables. Cloaks, light armor, metal weapons, wooden weapons. I assume wooden weapons are like staffs, club, spear, yeah. But then, so I'll definitely do jeweler. And then what else did I say? Each franchise relates to every class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are there only 7 then? No, there's more than that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so I'll do a jeweler. I'll do the miner then so I can get jewels, right? Scholar. Might be kind of fun, right? But then, do I want to be able to make my own weapons? But with the woodworker... Where's the woodworker? Wouldn't it be the forester that links with that one? Yeah, so I guess I'll do jeweler. Special pets, runstones. And then I'll do the prospector, right? And then, yeah, I might as well do the scholar to kind of keep up with the lore master. I think that works. All right, so let's do jeweler.
Greetings to you.
I'll do that. You have acquired inferior jeweler's tools. inferior. And then we can do prospector. And we can do scholar.
Greetings to you. Swilad Melon.
Expert level.
You may
Jewel
be of service to me.
crafting. Speak with the novice jeweler.
Greetings, friend.
Speak
Will you
with the
lend me your ear?
supplier.
Megavanen.
Speak with the novice
Might you spare
scholar
a
in the
moment of your
crafting
time?
area. Alright, I actually think that might be a pretty good place. Let me turn these quests and then we can end it there. Talk to Thinglar. Gwyneth. I can travel to that objective? How do I find... If I didn't want to... If I wanted to remove from tracker... Alright, and then... And where would it take me? Novice jeweler, novice scholar, supplier. I thought there was a quest for me to turn in, like right there somewhere. But I don't want that to show up. So how do I actually... remove from tracker? There we go.
Sweelide Melon. May Govanen, might you spare a moment?
Sing it dwell on over to the north. Yeah, we can go up there. Might as well. And what's this person want? To aid with the construction of the white ships that bring the Aldar into the west. But I've wondered of late. Study the white ships. If there is any improvement, even a small value, that might be made to the wood we use for purpose. If you know a scholar of some skill, I would appreciate any minor woodworking lore you might be able to acquire. Alright. Let's see about doing that. Alright. So I think we're good there. So let me log out. Alright, well, that concludes the stream. I actually thought I was going to be playing it for like 5 hours in a row at a time. Maybe if more people end up joining at some point and people enjoy watching me play and we can talk about stuff on the way, I will. But other stuff to do, going to be working on some podcast episodes tonight, some lore for my upcoming book, so that'll be exciting. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everyone who's spent time watching this and supporting me. Give it a like, give it a shout out, make a comment if you want. But thank you, and I will see you next time.